In the past, the Conservatives have led, but haven't been efficient at converting into seats. But now, in the latest Nanos seat projections that we do, we actually have the Conservatives winning more seats than the Liberals, which means there would be a chance of not just a Liberal defeat, but of the Conservatives having a chance to form a government. It's like 108 to 106. We also have the NDP at around 41 seats and the Bloc at around 24. But the kicker is there are 67, count them, 67 ridings that are too close to call right now.
Wow. I mean, so this is interesting to me because Poilievre's predecessor, did quite well with the popular vote, but it wouldn't translate into vote efficiency. So what's changed in Ontario?
Yeah, well, Ontario is the really one to look at. Let's look at a map. If you look at, for example, the GTA in the last election, it's basically all red with a little spot of orange in Hamilton. But fast forward to the seat projections that we have, and if you look at the new map, anything that is a particular color related to a party has been declared a win for that party. So if it's blue, it's Conservative; orange, NDP; red, Liberal. If something is black, it's like too close to call within 2%. If something is gray, it's too close to call within 7%. And what we can see is that all those Liberal ridings that the Trudeau government picked up and held on to in the last election, and that are always traditionally very strong, you can see both the Conservatives and the NDP picking up. You can see ridings like Oakville in play, Hamilton in play. Look at Oshawa, too close to call, which has actually been good for the Conservatives and the New Democrats. And even in downtown Toronto, perhaps the NDP picking up a couple seats. So what the big game changer here is that the Conservatives are doing better in Ontario than they have in the past. And as a result, it's yielding more seats. If there were an election held today, and we have to say, Michael, there is not an election that will be held today, but if you're looking at numbers like these and seat projections, if you're Pierre Poilievre, you're probably thinking, hey, there's something to work with.
Yeah.
If you're Justin Trudeau and an advisor to Justin Trudeau, you got to be thinking, oh boy, there's some ridings at risk that are traditionally Liberal ridings, and we have to be very careful on what happens in the next couple of years.
No, presumably, Nick, the federal Liberals are doing their own modeling on this, and they have the same information. So how do you think they'll respond?
Well, maybe it'll be like like they'll, those little. They probably have one of those glass things like smash in case of emergency and take something out to do something. Yeah, maybe it's a little early to kind of to do that. But I think the Liberals have to do a number of things. First of all, they have to have a narrative related to Pierre Poilievre, the new leader of the opposition, the leader of the Conservatives. Second of all, they need to somehow renew their mandate and their vision, because they've been in power since 2015, and all governments have a best before date. They might seem a little tired. I think they have to kind of renew their mission and vision for the country, and basically explain why they deserve another mandate. So expect them to do some renewal. And if they don't do renewal and just think that they can do what they've done in the last few years, I'm not sure that's going to work, because Canadians, especially at a time when they're worried about a recession, they're worried about rising interest rates, the cost of goods, all that kind of stuff, want to hear solutions from politicians and want to hear about what the future looks like.
Maybe some bungee jumping as well might be a decent idea.
Yeah, you know what? In our last podcast, we talked about Pierre Poilievre flipping tires, and Justin Trudeau is bungee jumping. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. I think, as opposed to a bungee jump, I think Canadians would like to hear what the plan is for jobs and paying the bills, and where prosperity is going to come from. But this is your examples of the type of politics that we're living now. It's symbolic politics, where politicians are holding up slices of bread and bungee jumping in order to convey messages and to build their brand.